I have something. What is the most dangerous thing any one of you has ever done, or dumbest thing? What either one?
Oh, bro, I can't say that. I mean,
Yeah.
In junk removal,
trying to put me in jail, brother. I mean, what are you trying to do?
Anything is fine.
Man?
Whoa,
I'm a
yours
fucking
is
wild
junk
guy,
removal,
bro.
if that makes it easier.
going to the casino thinking you could win. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking life or
taking
death.
a cactus job. You know what I'm saying? And ouch. You know what I mean? And I didn't have any gloves. What a fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? It just pricks everywhere along my hands. And there's just so many things that we could list.
Okay,
But,
so I gave this to you, Paul, because it's something that I've done that I think I've never met anyone who's ever played it. It's called bull hockey. Okay, so it was, imagine playing hockey, but instead of a puck, you have a full-size bull. And you have to get that bull to chase you through this area to score points. So we went to this rodeo, and my friends said, we signed you up for bull hockey. And I'm like, all right, I'm in. There's 5 of us. I wore mesh shorts and a t-shirt. We're like filling out these waivers that like say you can die. I'm like,
This
all
is
right.
like a real thing. Like people actually do this. This is
Yes,
for real.
you can use.
Where is this? What in
Google this on
Pennsylvania?
YouTube. Bull hockey. After we're done.
Where is this? They'll go on. Where? What state?
It's traveling. Wherever the rodeos are, they do it at rodeos. So
wow. Okay.
you're on a team.
I like a different type of
We're
rodeo.
we're getting ready to go out for
bedroom
this thing,
rodeo.
right? We're geared up. Like I said, I'm in a t-shirt and mesh shorts. That's what my team's wearing. I'm looking around, bro. Some of these people have like full-blown BMX gear, like like the pad, and I'm like asking the guys on my team, I'm like, why do they have pads on? You know what I mean? Like, you think you should have pads, maybe?
I think you're like the new, jackass number 5.
So
you know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I mean? Johnny Knoxville type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
On both sides,
keep
there's
it real.
2 55-gallon drums, and you have to get this bull to chase you through the drums to score points.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah,
Did anybody get hit that day by it?
I like to wake up in the morning. You know what I mean?
We made it through round 1, right? Okay. We made it through round 1. I fell at one point, didn't get hit, whatever. But in round 2, we're waiting to go in, and we're watching, and some guy gets pinned against the wall, and his leg gets broken.
Oh my God,
Bro.
This is crazy.
Sounds kind of dangerous, bro.
Yeah, I know. Like,
I'm just saying.
You lost me there, bro.
You
kind of lost like a night out at the bar with you guys, man.
Is your wife listening right now? Because you might be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Your life, you know what I'm saying? You might.
I'll do it.
Hey,
Adam, if you come out to the expo, there's no bull hockey out here. That's the only rule, bro. No bull hockey at the expo.
When you come to Northern California, there's no
the next round.
El Toro.
Well, we're gonna do like a pillow fight or something between you and Ricky. We're gonna have like a ring, and we're gonna do like some sort of pillow fight or something.
Dude. Yeah, so
I didn't want to say a boxing match because everybody gets offended in this world or something. I heard that caused a lot of beef last time when Andrew tried getting a boxing match going, and everybody wasn't friends after that. So we'll say a pillow fight.
I say they get together and they play a game of Connect 4. You know what I mean? And play a game of Connect 4 or Sink My Battleship.
Either
some
way.
real skills right there. You know what I mean?
That.
Or let's play some double Uno. You know what I mean? Draw 4 type.
Who's going out fishing? Aren't they doing like a fishing? Everybody's going out on a boat fishing or something. Matt's doing like a big tour or something. Or any of you guys going on the fishing part?
Hey, Paul, you going with us or what?
No, I'm not a fisher, man. I heard somebody else was talking about they wanted to do the quads in like, I think over by like Sac or something. Somebody brought that up. I'm not sure if anybody's following through, but I'm just not a fishing guy. I love going out in the water and everything, but I get bored with the fishing. I don't eat fish either.
That's right.
I love
Julio, you're a fisher? You like fishing and all?
Well, I went out with Matt and Todd, and then who was it? Matt, Todd,
Bubba,
and it was Tim Doss, and then his stepsons. We all went out there, so it was a good time. We caught sturgeon.
Nice, bro. Hell yeah. Do you eat
fish? With Bubs too. I mean, I do eat fish here and there. I didn't go fishing until I went with them. So
tilapia.
Yeah,
tilapia.
tilapia, I don't mind. I actually could eat, man. As long as it's not really that fishy, you know,
Yeah.
I could do like Dover sole. I was able to.
I love fishing. I love fishing. Northern California has so much of abundance of salmon, which we're restricted right now. Sturgeon, halibut. You know, we have Dungeness crab. We just, you name it, we got it. And you know, Northern California is really big.
So you're a fishing man. I never would have thought you were a fishing guy.
Yes. I used to fish a lot, and it was, you know, they used to call me Tarzan of the Delta. And you know,
you're
you know,
pulling our leg right now.
I'm trying to tell
you.
you.
Had me going until you just said that.
I'm trying to
I
tell
don't
you.
believe that.
I used to go. I used to go fishing every day after work. You know what I mean? I pull my boat out and go fishing because I lived in Antioch, California, in that 925, and the Delta is right there.
All right,
and we go fishing all the time, and especially when the salmon run up behind Humphreys, you get it just sturgeon all right there. Then we got San Pablo Bay, we got Grizzly, we got Montezuma Slough, we got so much water, right? The Sacramento River, the San Joaquin Valley. I'm putting these on a map.
You're talking another language. I live there, and I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
So you know,
But like, what the hell are you talking about?
reality hit me, and I just had to. I had to keep on working and stop doing what I'm doing, and then that's why I stopped my career and came to junk life.
Got it.
Took control, and you know, now I'm right here with Paulie.
Hey, forget
you
about
know what
it.
I mean? You know, the man with the muscles. You know what I'm talking
yeah.
about? You know,
I was just getting my pump on before I got on here.
So you guys
we
are
all
talking
seen that.
about fish. Have you heard of surströmming?
What's that?
What is that?
Is that a dictionary word or I'm
ChatGPT word? Let's put it in.
No. So it's a Swedish
Google that.
delicacy called surströmming.
Really? And what's
It comes in a can. I bought a can. It was $65. It's supposedly the worst smelling fish on the planet.
Even like dried cod from Norway.
If you Google videos of people opening it, bro, most of the people throw up before they even get the can open the whole way.
And it's only in Sweden, or
and it's technically
illegal in some places.
It's a
the reason why I'm asking is I'm a really good friends. The Sweden arm wrestling team, they're like ultra famous, and they got famous ladies that everybody loves and all. I'm gonna ask them about this next time when I'm gonna bring this up and be like, hey, I want to try it when I get out there.
I think I've seen that on like Andrew.
I got a can and
open it.
Oh my god, I did.
It would stink at your whole house.
No, I opened it outside, and it was so great, dude. Halfway, like I got the can lid off, and some dude was walking like 50 yards from me. I swear to God, and he yells like, "What the fuck is that smell?" And I just started laughing, dude, because it was like I'm sitting right over the can. And I tried to taste it, but it was like a like mine was like rancid or something.
All right, we're good, bro. We don't need to hear no more about this.
Adam, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Bro, watch his page, man.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Have you seen any of my no gloves videos? Those are some of my favorite.
Well, we got a question right here.
Yes, Sarah. Paul, you know we are waiting for that hot tub removal using that new sled. So, guys, you guys should have seen me the other day. I'm out. So I got this sled in, and I couldn't believe how – I didn't expect it to be that big. I should have knew, but it was pulling out a hot tub, so it's got to be a nice size. But so I get it out. I'm in the garage and everything. So I start piling the arm wrestling table on. I put a bunch of weights, and I yelled for my girl to come down. I'm like, sit on this and everything. Now I'm doing like reps going back and forth up and down the driveway. My neighbors are probably like looking at me like, what is this guy doing?
I thought you were pulling an actual hot tub.
No, bro. I was just playing around, testing this thing out. And everybody's telling me that I'm holding it wrong. And I'm like, guys, I'm an arm wrestler. I'm practicing like a certain
it feels like a little fraudulent now. We're a little upset.
I was just practicing. I just got it in the mail. I was so excited to get this damn thing. This is like Christmas to me.
I was gonna comment and be like, "You nerd," you know what I mean? Get the Zawsaw and stop playing. Let's go. You know what I mean?
I got it. It's gonna be Tuesday, right after Memorial Day. I'm going to pop this thing out. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try knocking this thing out in 15 minutes. That's my goal here. I'm gonna do it all on video, so you'll have it all.
15 minutes with a hot tub.
With 15 minutes with a hot tub. You watch.
Oh, waking up with
It's
that
gonna be quick, man. It's gonna be hard, but I read some things that. So I'll ask you guys. You guys will notice, man. So they say that the where you lift up the hot tub is from the motor side. That the actual hot tub is made. It sounds crazy, but they say that the weight distribution they make for the hot tub is made to lift from the motor side, and it'll be easier like that. Anybody know anything about that? Have anybody tried that? So that means you're not cutting out the motor, I guess.
Go ahead, Julio. Go ahead. Who?
No, I mean, the way we try to do it now is that we try to lift it up, but the motor side, no, we just try to stand it up to make it easier to cut.
Exactly.
But have you tried lifting up from the motor side yet?
No.
Those things are heavy, man.
So hold on. Let me hear me out, guys. This is why I kind of believe it. So you guys know the guy Clutter Reduction?
Yeah.
The couple?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, so he is like a ninja with moving stuff.
Yeah,
I started watching his stuff because he always shows you how to move things with one person that you shouldn't be able to do that. Okay, so from that, I joined a couple moving groups. I didn't realize what an art moving is. These people are really for real about it. Like, this is crazy stuff that they do. So one of the guys in there said this, and he was like, yo, I used to work for a hot tub company, and it sounds crazy, but once you know this little secret, it'll be so easy, and you'll get them up for the sled, no problem, that you lift from the motor side. Whatever reason, the weight distribution, it just works perfectly, they say. This could be completely wrong, and this guy could have been messing with everybody.
Yeah,
but I'm going to try it out on Tuesday, and I will have a video of me trying and see.
You know, we deal with a lot of hot tubs that are built-in decks that are in terrain.
Okay, so this one, guys, this is easy. There's no craziness. I got a gate that I could get right out in one. I measured everything out. Like, this is going to be a dream. This is why I'm saying 15 minutes. This could possibly happen if I don't got to start cutting out the motor.
What I think is, you lift like he said, and then you cut that thing right in half.
No,
sled,
cutting.
drag it out.
No, why would I cut, bro? That's adding a fucking 45 minutes into that thing.
If you could get the,
I don't have arms like you. You know what I'm saying? I can't lift that thing. I can't lift that thing like that.
This is good.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to hurt
Jesus
nobody.
over here, Hercules over
Look
here.
good over there.
You know what I mean?
I did one the other day and got lucky. The motors were held down by wing nuts, and I literally was able to hand loosen all the wing nuts to get both the like it was.
So does it sound crazy what I'm saying right now, Adam?
Platypus.
I don't know that I've ever taken notice to which side. I've always been able to lift it with two guys, like flip it on its side. I've never had a problem with any person that helped me lifting it.
I think the reason why this guy said this was he does them by himself.
I couldn't do it by myself. Like,
well, that's a whole
maybe this might be the trick, bro. Maybe I just told you something.
I mean, I'm 160 pounds. You know what I mean? Like, I can throw a piano in my dump trailer by myself if it's outside and it's like a curbside pickup. Like, I can do that.
Well, the guy who Paul's talking about says he does grand pianos by himself.
No.
So that's what,
bro. I know the whole thing with the pianos. I did this job
Julio, grand piano by himself,
and they didn't even have the whole. There was just one part, the heavy part, they left of the piano, obviously because they must have knew. So I go try grabbing this thing. Oh my god, bro! Was so deceived. This thing must have been like 500-600 pounds, and it was only one little piece of the piano, but it was like the heavy, the real heavy.
Paul, we got to get that guy on the show. And, we got to see his formula and, let him talk to the audience and say, hey,
that's a good idea.
We do all this by ourselves. It's him and his wife, and they get down like James Brown. But there's a lot of things we can say about it because, with me, time is money.
But I just want to make this clear, Mr. Yee. He wasn't the one that said the picking up the motor. It was from him that I started watching these moving groups, and somebody in the moving group was sharing. He said that he worked for a hot tub company and that they make it with the weight distribution that they're made to be.
Yeah, but those guys are taught. Those guys are taught. Like if like you have an employee, you're gonna teach him how
Brother,
to.
what are you teaching? You pick the goddamn thing up, throw it on
Nah,
a sled, and
man,
pull the
nah, man.
fucking thing out, bro.
That's how
What
we
are
of
you're stuck on
course.
this chopping things up and all this shit, bro. I just
Bro,
want to pop that
I'm
thing
just
out
trying to
and
not
get
hurt
out
my
of
little.
there
I'm
real
not
quick.
trying to hurt my little back. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to go to work tomorrow. I'm trying to get
Bro,
busy.
have you
still.
used the sled
You know what I
before?
mean?
Have you used the sled?
No, because I'm not a nerd.
That
You know what I'm
that
saying? You know,
bro,
I just
that's why you
go.
have no idea what you're saying. This thing is like butter,
I've
bro.
seen it. I've seen. Believe me,
It's just slides on
I've
gravel, rock,
I've
grass,
seen
Yeah,
it.
but
But
everything. But you've
yeah, but
seen it, but you haven't felt it, man.
with
It's feeling it.
I mean, if it allows you to do it with one person, then I see the benefit. But like with two people, we just always roll it. You know what I mean?
period.
Like, you put it
Bro,
on the
you
card,
can't
and
go and roll it out everywhere. You're gonna mess up these driveways. You can't
Paul,
fit
it's
it. You're in
105
Marin
degrees outside.
County over
Paul,
here
Paul,
by
it's
me. You
105
can't be doing
degrees
it.
outside. I think it's full of rats. I
I'm
lift that thing up and they all ran
Yeah,
out.
you ain't rolling things, bro.
it's
You're
just,
in PA, bro. You could roll everything. You got like a freaking mountain to move it on, man. Like
yeah.
big
Speaking
difference.
of rolling, is anybody lighting up?
I
I'm
mean, I've literally smoked 2 blunts while we've been.
Why you
I'm
think his eyes are crossed right now, man? Come on.
I just feel like
But
with the
Go ahead,
whole
Julio.
also it's like you can either get lucky and roll it out, or sometimes you got to cut that bad boy into like 4 pieces or 2 pieces.
Oh yeah.
It just depends, not every hot tub's the same. And then we did
Yeah.
one recently in Rona Park right here down the street from where I live at, where we had to cut it up in like, oh whoa, he got a whole rolling piece. Is that a whole roll? Sorry,
Is that a harmonica?
that's a whole damn. He got a hell of
Oh,
joy.
damn.
Oh,
Damn. He's got a. Whoa. Is that a
oh,
sleeping
What's
bag
that?
over
What is
there?
that?
oh,
Shit, damn.
Oh,
Whoa.
Marin.
I'm gonna have to get back into these what do they call it? These type of situations.
I'm gonna have to talk. I'm gonna have to talk to you, Paul. Outside of this,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get back into this
Oh,
recreation.
everything's legit though, man.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna
allowed
get
to
back
do
into
that,
this
bro. I got a
recreation.
license. I'm allowed to do
Jesus,
that.
I'm gonna need to get one of those be legits. You know what I mean? I need one of those be legit. I need those be legits. I put two together. That's what I used to. I'm just saying.
Julio,
Yeah,
I want to find out, man. So you're saying with the rolling out, but you know what it is like when you got to go do them in Marin and all that. So my first hot tub, it was this tiny little to get it through. So I thought I was going to be able to squeeze it by cutting it in half. Well,
yeah.
oh my God, bro. I realized when I was getting over there that it wasn't going to go. Now I'm screwed because now I'm like not in a place where I could really work to like cut it up and I'm like stuck in between. So I had to cut it up into 4 and it was like 2 hours and 15 minutes of just torture, bro.
Just trying to get it all like cut up, huh?
So I've learned, go there, measure it out, like get it exactly and if it's within like an inch or 2, you're better just cutting them in 4 and just getting it done with right there on the spot.
But Paulie, sometimes we don't get the measure. We show up in person and say, "Hey, okay, that hot tub, it's on the hill. It's got to go down this way. That's going to be an extra price for that. Okay, if it's an older one, it's full of styrofoam. Great, but let's get it." I tell the yee-yees as I cut, clean, as I cut, clean, as I cut. And now my yee-yees, they do all the cutting. I'm just quarterbacking and saying, hey, do it that way, do it that way, do it that way. And my other yees breaking everything up. And
how do you price them when they're like, they're built in, like they're literally in like a permanent, like you got to pull it out of the deck and all that. Like, how do you, price something with that? Like,
so that's a whole different situation right there, because if you cut that deck, they're going to want that job free now.
yeah.
Or they're going to try to, you know what I mean? Oh, you ruined my deck.
What do you do? Do you like, how do you make it that you're not risking that?
You really have to know what you do. You can try to go from underneath, or you got to take boards off that's around it. Unscrew the boards, because you can screw them back in.
Yeah.
Unscrew the boards so you can have a little bit of play. Then you can get to the hot tub. And that right there could be like $1,000 hot tub removal. Because
how many have you did where it got like where it was that in depth?
I did a few. That's why I say you got to cut those. You got to unscrew the boards. And sometimes those boards, they don't come out because the screws are rusted. I broke the board. So I had to go to the hardware store and get more wood to replace it.
Let me ask you, percentage wise, out of all the hot tubs, how many percentage wise do you get out in one piece?
Man, that,
I'll be real.
35?
The yee will be real. One, and that was my biggest mistake because I took it out in one piece and put it into the trailer sideways. And our dumps don't take whole hot tubs. You
Yeah.
gotta cut it. You gotta cut it in half at least.
No,
So
the
I
one
had
by
to.
the one
So I had to cut it. I had to cut it in half in my trailer.
I believe the one our transfer station takes them, right? Right,
I don't know
Julio?
about that.
yeah, I know Santa Rosa does, and I believe Petaluma.
Petaluma takes the one, yeah, the full. That's because I did it before.
Mm-hmm.
Like
So
Windsor or Hillsburg, I think you gotta like make sure you cut them up because I know Santa Rosa, they're pretty lenient with that too. But
Out
yeah,
here at our landfills, there's so many people. They're
Yeah,
not playing.
yours would probably be wild over there,
Nah,
man.
they're not
Santa
playing that.
Rosa is pretty wild when you go up there. You gotta be careful not to get run over when you're over there for real.
When you come over
So-
here to Solano County, you're gonna see our landfills. You're gonna
Yeah.
see, and you bet you're gonna see a ton of haulers, and you're gonna be like, "Wow, look at that guy! I seen that guy! I seen that guy! I seen that guy! I seen that guy!" And it's just like advertising of haulers.
Yeah, no, it's crazy over at the one over here. It's pretty cool.
But
So-
but go
Yeah,
ahead, Adam.
Ours don't regulate. We don't have to cut them up or anything. But there was in Dauphin County an incinerator that used to have a single item price of $15. So I used to take, if I had a full hot tub, $15, and that's like
That's
really cool for an
cool.
item.
Yeah.
Now I'm just such a joking dickhead that I used to always joke with the lady in there. I was like, so like, hear me out. What if I just like get a full load of stuff and then like somehow glue it all together? And I call it an art installation, you know what I mean?
Mark.
And that's one item, So then, like, for whatever reason, like, I feel like after I made that joke, it was like 2 months later, they were like, we don't do single item price anymore. And I'm like, what?
What's your dump price out there for a ton?
In my county, it's only 72 a ton. In like the neighboring counties that I operate in, it's mostly like 90 to 110. Now there is like for whatever reason, Dauphin County absolutely screwed themselves. Like they went into debt so bad that Lancaster County, a neighboring county, bought their incinerator and then like shoved it up their ass by telling them that their city, so Harrisburg City, which is the state capital,
Yep.
has to pay double. So they pay like $210 a ton if you live in Harrisburg City, because they have to pay back some amount that like Lancaster supposedly lost by half. I don't understand all of it, but it is like in Dauphin County, every borough is like $107 except for Harrisburg City, and it's like 210.
What about
Pumpkin,
like
where are
mattress?
you? 240 a ton. I thought we were Where are you at, brother?
He's right there. That's my guy. He's in Maryland, right? He's in Maryland, McCoggin.
Because down
That's
here,
a lot. What are you paying, Yee?
Oh man, Julio knows we got the best prices, man. You could bring 20 mattresses down here.
it's an app.
It's $1 a mattress, and we charge. They just bumped our fees up to $80 a ton.
He's in New Hampshire. Damn, $8 a ton. That is cheap,
$80 a
bro.
ton, and then
No wonder why it's so packed over there.
$10 a ton for
Oh.
$10 a ton for concrete.
You know what? You know what is crazy to me is when you said that it's 24/7. That's crazy in that area. Man, it's just.
I'm at the line every morning. I'm in line at the dump.
I
at the rock
tell
concert.
everybody that's my favorite time to go, bro. Is that for right after a Monday morning, like 7 a.m. It's so peaceful, and
I'm the first person in line. I'm there at 7 a.m. because
that's it.
If you're commercial and you have logos and everything, you get to get in an hour before everybody else. So I'm there.
We don't got that over here. Only on Saturdays.
I'm there first. I'm 7 a.m. I'm the first person at the landfill.
I wish you wouldn't even be. You'd be 25th, and if you got there at 7, so our landfill opens at 7.
Oh shit!
And I get there about 6:20 to 6:30, and I'm normally 3rd to 5th in line.
Damn, that sucks, man. I didn't know it was like that. We're quick. We're in and out over, right, Julio? We're spoiled over here.
Yeah, I mean, at Petaluma, the last few months has been crazy because when I used to go there last year, or the year before, it would be like the lines were ridiculous, crazy. But now it's like it's pretty quick now. You know, it's crazy.
That's the reason why I came up with camel hump trailer loads, because I said I ain't going to the dump. I'm gonna load this for like 6-7 jobs.
Nice.
This trailer is gonna have 6-7 jobs. I'm not putting no metal in here, no appliances. My scrap metal guy's gonna take everything, and my yees, they already know. Break that desk down, break that cabinet down, break everything down, and get it in there. And guess what? I done lost about 5 or 6 sledgehammers already because of leave everything inside of the dump trailer. You know what I mean? And you know, my guys just throw everything away without me digging through everything. I said, "Whoa, stop! You're throwing away money. Stop!" But my yees, they just, you know what I mean? They get busy. And if I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 yees, they're there.